in Tri-City, and exploring and exhibiting varied styles is truly consummate. The exhibition, under the chairmanship of Sri Praveen Jaggi, together with his team and very able curators and Tapas founders, Satdeep Bhatia ji, he's also advisor Tapas and president Tapas, Sri Vinod Chauhan ji, with blessings and good wishes of respected Tapas advisors and honorary members, is getting a phenomenal response by the viewers and artists around the world through social media, we all know. Since the conception of Tri-City Photo Art Society in 2015, Federation of Indian Photography has played a major role in motivating and guiding all the member photo artists to rise and shine, enlightening their path of photo art. All my thanks to Honorary General Secretary FIP Dr. Barun Sinha for being the chief guest to our exhibition and sharing with us his very fine works and his immense knowledge on wildlife. My gratitude to our FIP Vice President and Tapas Honorary Member and my mentor's mentor, Sir Adit Agarwala ji, for being the guest of honor for the evening today and also guiding Tapas all these years to grow as it stands tall today. My heartfelt thanks to dear Miss Buket Özatay from Cyprus for being with us and sharing her beautiful artworks and knowledge on pictorial travel photography that is for today. And we all know that the world has truly shrunk thanks to COVID, that we are far but very close to each other. I used to follow Ms. Bouquet on social media, and it seems simply great to have her with us today. For the next 2 days, that is 19th and 20th of August, we shall be having the privilege of being a spectator to member working committee FIP, Sri C.R. Satyanarayan's amazing works and his immense knowledge on pictorial wildlife. And also shall be getting a chance to view the incredible photo art works on aerial travel photography by our very own respected Dr. Arun Khanna ji. He is the senior manager Indian Oil for North India and being the only honorary doctorate holder in photography in our land. I would also congratulate respected senior photo artists and friends receiving Tapas honorary distinctions on this special day and honoring Tapas by being a part of the family. All this wouldn't have seen the day without the teamwork of Drishti 2020 Working Committee and the members' amazing artworks covering literally all the genres of photography, starting from the very amazing water droplets by a mentor to the amazing architecture, wildlife, nature, portraiture, abstract, still life, and many, many more, showcasing the enhanced skill of photo artists and all the motivation to develop their own skill undergoing here at Tapas, thus making our annual members exhibition a bigger show each following year. With COVID in full swing, the idea of creating an online exhibition has in fact been advantageous for the artists to display their works worldwide, coupled with the design and display of images in the e-book that is quite innovative, methodical, and impressive altogether. You don't make a photograph just with the camera. You bring to the act of photography all the pictures you've seen, the books you've read, and the music you've heard, and of course the people you've loved. The quote comes true here today. The exhibition ebook covering images from an amateur in photography to the mentor conveys a sense of bristling energy coupled with the undying desire to explore. The exhibition is truly worth a visit. My best wishes to all for Drishti 2020. Thank you. Now, I would invite our President, Sir Vinod Chauhan ji, for the proceedings of the day.
Welcome everybody and congratulations and best wishes on the World Photography Day. What we explored today was truly the tagline to our Drishti 2020 Beyond Borders. Today we distributed 87 distinctions and honors amongst photo artists from 18 countries. So truly this was a World Photography Day celebrated by Tapas in its high spirits. How we started the day today was that we had our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Barun Sinha, as the chief guest. He inaugurated our ebook, and this ebook, as Neetuji has apprised you, covered the photo works of the members of Tapas with their profile and the basic details about their style of photography. And after the launch of the book, which was appreciated by Dr. Barun Sinha ji and the other photo artists who were connected with us, he started with his slide lecture. And his lecture was My Journey in 2019. So, we were connected to his this slideshow, and what I personally felt was that at his cost, and at his cost, I was traveling along with my tapasya's, maybe not other photo artists must be traveling into all those places where he had clicked the images. And at his cost, we did the learning also today. So that was very wonderful slide lecture. We were all aware of Barun Sinha ji's photography style of wildlife photography, but today we saw the versatility and different areas of photography he had captured. There was street life, there was architecture, there was colors and patterns. All set of photography was there. So we cherished that, and he encouraged photo enthusiasts and photographers to be on the right learning path. And after that, after his session was completed, we started up with the distinction process. And we were happy that there were people like from different countries who were live with us, and they stayed back, hanged out till the last. Like I remember Daria and Buket and Agwai, Nazla Agwai. They had joined us almost half an hour before we had to start up the session. So that showed their interest. Welcome, Buket. So it showed that they had the interest in the tapas activities, and but people who could not attend, like my friend Ovi, who could not attend because of his tight schedule, is there live with us. And the other members, like the president of GIEP, Manolis, he sent a video message. Ahmed has sent a video message, and Ahmed is conducting a short press conference in Egypt, and there he is talking about his felicitations by tapas. And I got a couple of videos from Switzerland and from Denmark from live. So this shows how people are appreciating the thought of tapas. And we really like this innovative idea. And in the times of COVID, with the limited resources, we were able to make this event a huge, great success. I'm thankful to one and all the tapas members, the working committee of Drishti, and especially I want to thank all the photo enthusiasts in India and abroad who have taken out time from their work. Basically, today was a working day. In spite of that, they took out time for this tapas Drishti 2020. Hats off to them and kudos to them, and thanks a million to them. I think Agarwala ji is there now. Neetu ji, if you could just take up the proceedings.
I would welcome my mentor's mentor, Sir Adit Argawala ji, Vice President FIP, who would share with us a few words on photo art and his journey. Good evening, sir.
Before Adit Agarwala ji starts his session, uh, I want to share the screen. It's visible? The screen is visible?
Haan ji, haan.
Okay. A moment, please. So, for 1 minute. Okay.
अग्रवाला जी माइक अनम्यूट कर लीजिए.
Okay. So today, 18th August 2020, on behalf of Tapas, I welcome our guest of honor, Shri Adit Agarwala ji. Welcome, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Adit Agarwala ji is, again, I'll say, my mentor's mentor. I met him 4 5 years back, and he says that he has been a source of inspiration and guidance, and he has been there to advise on any issues, whether it is photography or whether it is non-photography thing, but he has been a great advisor in all aspects. Adit Agarwala ji is EFIAP B, FRPS, Honorable EFMPA, Honorable PESGS PC, and Honorable Tapas. And today he has been conferred with the highest distinction of Tapas, that is Grand Master Honorable GM Tapas. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Vinod Chauhan. Thank you, Tapas, for bestowing me with this honor.
For the ebook, Agarwalaji had sent a message earlier, and today also the message was in the ebook, and I would like to read his message quickly. I am taken I am taken aback to receive an invitation from the president of Tri-City Photo Art Society, Chandigarh, to be a part of their annual celebrations for this year's World Photography Day event. My first reaction was like, what? A World Photography Day celebration in these Corona days? So I read the invitation twice, but it was. I must congratulate the Tapas president, Vinod Chauhan, and his members for their unbound enthusiasm to overcome any hurdle in their way. As is well known, the pandemic has disrupted social life by putting a ban on social gatherings and celebrating events any public place, thus depending the desire of Tapas member to hold the members exhibition of photographic art in any hall. But their passion for photography found a marvelous way by displaying the photographic images of Tapas members in the ebook. And to make the celebration impressive and a memorable event, Tapas has invited Honorary Secretary General of the Federation of Indian Photography, Dr. Buket Honorable Fib, himself a world-renowned expert wildlife nature photographer, artist to inaugurate the ebook by releasing it remotely. This year, the World Photography Day celebrations are spread over 3 days and shall include some workshops and lectures on the photography. I wish to profusely congratulate all the members of Tapas for deciding to celebrate this event in such a novel manner and wish them grand success for their uttering efforts. Thanks a million for such beautiful words, Adit sir. They are truly inspirational and motivating. And now talking about the profile of Adit Agarwalaji, I generally call him a man from the darkroom era. It has been almost 40 years or more than 40 years since he has been doing photography. A banker by profession, a retired banker now, but still he has got the passion for photography and promoting photo artists. Banker RBI since retired. Adit Agarwalaji was born in 1950. Again, I'll say most of the people amongst us would be much younger, uh, 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 much younger to the experience Adit Agarwalaji is having in photography. Uh, he's an alumni of Photographic Association of Dum Dum, FRPS EFIAP G Diploma in Photography EFIP. I've read those distinctions earlier. Honorary lecturer at PAD Calcutta from 1982 to 1998. Written articles of photography. Associate editor of Viewfinder 1997 to 2001. 4 years he has been the associate editor of Viewfinder. Interviewed by Doordarshan, conducted workshops in photography, delivered talks on photographic art at various photographic associations, co-author of two books, Learn Photography and Experimental Photography, published by PAD. Member Organizing Committee of International Photographic Conferences by PAD Calcutta 1986 to 1998. Member of jury in national and international salons since 1987. Chief Coordinator Chandigarh Fifth Convention 98. Organized first Indo-Pakistan Dosti Photo Show Chandigarh 2004. Founder President of Friends of Photography Chandigarh 2000-2005. Member of FIP Working Committee since 2017 and incumbent Vice President, Associate Editor of Blue Sapphire, a 2019 coffee table publication of FIP, compiling various articles on photographic history, arts, and science. And sir, it seems that you have love for Chandigarh and Tri-City Photo Art Society Chandigarh Base Club. You have been the mentor advisor for that for quite a long time. And this is the style of a few pictures from the style of today's guest of honor, Adit Agarwalaji. Picture on the left, Good Earth, title Good Earth. On the right, Lonely Moon. All these, this image is also a digitized image. Paradise Lost. Not many elements used in this image. Past on the right, in black and white. I feel, since I have not seen the dark room days, probably it was toughest to shoot and develop images at that time when the digital skills were not there, sir. Your toil and hard work in promoting photo art, you rightly deserve it, sir, and Tapas feels proud to confer its highest distinction on you. Grandmaster Honorable GM Tapas, Adit Agarwalaji, Grandmaster Honorable GM Tapas, sir, welcome on board and welcome for today's speech. I request you to start over the preceding of your speech.
Thank
Sir,
you.
I have,
Yeah, please.
You are able to see the screen I am sharing?
Partly.
Okay, 1 minute. Now,
It's same.
same. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yes, now it is full.
1 minute, sir. Now it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 minute, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Vinod, President of Tri-City Photo Art Society. I can see my friend Deep Bhatia and very talented portrait photo artist Neetu Katyar. And I hope others are also there. My association with photography dates back to 1975. So it's about 45 years. I joined RBI and there I saw many of my colleagues were having cameras. And whenever they used to go for any outing, trip, some tourist place, they will come back with lots of good pictures. So that enthused me that I should also learn this photography. So after some time I got a camera and it didn't work. There were some problems. I purchased a better camera, but still it was not working. And the real problem was I had no knowledge about photography. Simply holding a camera and pressing the shutter doesn't create pictures. It is the same thing with the present cameras, but the only difference is now if you press a shutter, you will definitely get a picture, average good picture, because a computer is sitting inside this camera. But in those days, the cameras were not even having exposure meter. The lower ones, they were not having even exposure meter. So the first problem was pictures will be either underexposed or overexposed. And then whether it is a picture or not, I had no knowledge to know. So somebody suggested that if you want to learn photography, you go and join Photographic Association of Damdam, headed by Belusek. And since very beginning, I think 1960s, Photographic Association of Damdam is teaching photography, but it is free of cost. There are no charges, there are no fees. But since there are no fees, doesn't mean they broke any indiscipline. So when I went there to get admission, they said, sorry, the last date is over yesterday. And as per the current practice, that if you are late, you can pay late fee and then join. So I suggested, why not you take late fee and let me join? He said, there is no fee at all. So there is no question of late fee. You have to come back next year. So just imagine, I was made to wait for 1 full year. And anyway, next year I got admission, did my classes, gained diploma and started photography. But still, photography was not that easy as it is found today. And there were not many people who will teach you photography properly. In our school, Photographic Association of Damdam, we had the biggest benefit of having a lot of galaxy of teachers who were ever ready to teach you, but there was a very strict discipline. You can ask anything only in the class, not outside. And we had so many types of examination, written examination. Written examination was also of two types, seen examination, unseen examination. We are mostly acquainted with unseen examination. but we also had a scene examination. In that, we can take all the books and encyclopedias of photography with us, keep it on our table, read the question, and then start answering. On the face, it appeared very easy, but actually, it was very difficult. And mostly, people got less marks in scene examination than in the unseen. Anyway, we gradually learned, started gaining expertise, knowledge. The black and white photography, most of the people at that time were doing only black and white photography. So I also learned only black and white photography. Color photography, I still don't know much, very little. What we were told there is that you must learn what is the essence of photography. So one has to learn both the science, the knowledge, technique, darkroom, and then the art part. So in those days, photography was very difficult. If you compare it with today's camera, in those days, we had a roll of 36 exposure film. When we started giving exposure, we used to feel very ecstatic. Oh, today I got a very good picture. But we remained enthusiastic till the 36th frame was over. After that, it was developed, and we found no, there is not a single picture. All delete. So we had to discard the negative. Often there was problem in processing the film. Either the developing agent, methyl hydroquinone, were expired, or we calculated time either more or less, or we gave exposure less or more. Something or other, factors were always ready to spoil the show. Anyway, after 3 years of learning at PhD, we had learned at least how to give correct exposure and how to make a good, acceptable print. After that, as you know, even your people at Tapas, I'm just giving an example. Many people flock to the seniors like Vinod Chauhan or Bhatia or maybe Neetu Patel, and they will show, please tell us whether the exposure is proper or not, whether the composition is correct or not. Because the camera can do the correct exposure. Though I still do not accept this theory. Camera will always give an average exposure, grade 5. Depending on the subject and your theme, we have to give exposure according to the mood of the picture. But anyway, Deepranji or Vinodji or Neetu Patel will tell them that this is the correct composition, now you make an image. So we also did like that, but our greatest problem was dark room. In dark room, under red light, that is safe light or orange light, people had to decide, evaluate whether the exposure is correct or not, whether it is giving all the tonal ranges. I think here in your group, perhaps there is only one person, Deep Bhatia, who has vast experience of darkroom photography. So perhaps he will be appreciating whatever difficulties I am explaining. Others, I am sorry, it's not your fault because you came in a modern era. So you are much more at advantageous position. But darkroom training is very essential to understand the nitty-gritty of photography. So anyway, we started photography like that, started participating in salons. Gradually, we started getting acceptance and then awards. And like that, the life progressed. And I'm still continuing here. Because this World Photography Day, it started with a dark room type of photography. Perhaps all of you are aware that this World Photography Day started with Louis J.M. Daguerre's invention of photography. Only difference with his Daguerre type of photography was that it was direct positive. There was no intervening negative image because the silver impregnated plate with silver salts, it used to record direct positive image. So the problem was you can never get a second copy. In the calotype system, that is our this negative positive system, you get a master negative and then you can make thousands of prints. Maybe 5%, 10% tonal variation, but more or less you can get correct images. In daguerreotype, there was no second copy. And it was very costly and also very time consuming. The exposure was somewhere between 10 minutes to 30 minutes. Whereas our modern day photography, this analog photography, you can give it even 1 by 1000 part of a second, 1 by 2000 part of a second. Now, of course, we know 1 by 8000, 1 by 16,000, any exposure you can give. So, in darkroom photography, we had to take care of so many variable factors, and first one was whether this safe light is safe. This red light or orange light under which we used to examine the initial exposure and then final print, whether 4 by 6 inch or 16 by 20 inch, it had to be correct and you had to evaluate it in the safe light condition. So all dodging, burning or any other tricks that were permissible or which the people were capable of adopting in darkroom conditions, they had to do it and evaluate it in safe light condition of red and orange. Often, when we used to do this montage prints, the paper remained open in darkroom condition often up to 1 hour. So we had to ensure that our safe light is safe for a continuous 60-minute duration of exposure. Anyway, because of this, now of course we are having digital photography and so much advancement of photography is there. But I am sharing my old images with you people, which date back to that era where I prepared the prints in darkroom conditions only. Of course, the images that I have sent you, they are not prints, they are digital images. But what I have done, the old negatives, I got them scanned. Sometimes they got damaged in scanning also. So image reproduction is not so good. And then I have made these images through digital process. May I request Mr. Vinod Chauhan to make the slideshow?
So tell me to stop where I have to stop.
Yes, please. And one more thing, if at any stage any of you want to ask me or question me, you are welcome.
Just while the show starts, this is Sarabjit. I'm from Tapas Aditya Agrawal. As part of my journalism degree, I have done a course, a 5-credit course on darkroom photography. So what all you mentioned, I could relate. So it was very.
I'm sorry, I was not aware that you are also.
No. So we have
heard that you were working in Hindu, and
yes,
so probably you will be having some exposure of darkroom also.
No, sir, I did my darkroom photography when I was a student in PAU for my journalism degree.
Okay.
So I constructed my darkroom also. The department had a darkroom. They did not know that it was a dark. So I was on a scholarship. I paid the peon 50 rupees to clean it up, and we did it and we set it up. The head of department did not even know that there was printing paper. We had hard papers, normal paper, soft paper. So they had a developing tank also. The department head of did not even know that it was. Just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. You can also narrate some of your darkroom experiences. The first thing is, although it is called darkroom, it is a lighted room. The dark room is called dark room for the photographic material, that is the paper.
And about, I could relate to with your initial experience with the camera. I had that experience with the with this new camera. So I did not even know what the dial was. So at times it would turn on its own, and my pictures wouldn't come right. You know, I would take it to a mechanic. Bhai sahab, mera camera theek nahi chal raha. So the guy would be unscrupulous. He would know that here comes a novice. So he would go inside. He says, पीछे जाके खोल के ठीक करना पड़ेगा. So he would take the camera and put the dial back on auto, and he'd say, you know, अब ठीक हो गया, and charge me at times 100 rupees, at times 200 rupees. I would pay it and I would thank him. कि आपने मेरा कैमरा बचा दिया भाई. That was it.
Yes, we often come across such unscrupulous people.
Yeah.
सर हो गया सर.
तो आप स्टार्ट करिए, आप ही डिस्प्ले करिए. I will narrate.
ये पानी तुझे
सर दिख नहीं रहा.
नहीं, ये स्लाइड शो दोबारा चलाना है.
नहीं सर, सर का स्लाइड शो चलेगा ना.
हाँ सर का
यहाँ तो नहीं दिख रहा.
ये तो विनोद जी वही ऑनर्स वाला है, डिस्टिंक्शन वाला ऑनरेरी.
अच्छा वही आ गया.
वो पड़ा हुआ है, गया नहीं अभी तक.
इसको स्टॉप शेयरिंग कर दो.
अब आ गया.
Hello.
आ गया सर.
Yes.
सर
This is a very old picture done in, I think, 1983. As you are aware, this is a high key image, and I did it in my bedroom. In the background, I just asked my wife to hold a bed sheet, and I did it with a single flash gun with a reflector on the bed. That's all. This is Angel's arrival. This is a picture I did in montage technique. You can see there are clearly 1, 2, 3, and 4 images. This shadow of the angel, here you can see it is digitally done, but in reality also it was done by tilting this angel statue. This picture is sometimes 1986-7. I had got this wide angle lens attachment, With that, I converted this rectangular house into a pyramid shape, triangle composition. And then I created this. And the sky is, of course, using red filter, you can absorb all the blue rays. The actual thing, the real thing, please go back. Please go back. Actually,
This one?
montage doesn't mean that you just join 2, 3, 4 or n number of images and it becomes a picture. It's not like this. We have to analyze every part of the image, whether it fits into the theme. See, here there is this barren, broken land and a similar house with a person holding in his head that with this barren land, how he will continue with his life. And the sky, that also is giving a matching thematic response. And I can tell you only one thing. If you see its print, I am still having some prints. They look much better than this digital image. This we had gone to some photographic outing where we found a lady, old man, Dadi, sitting like this. So nothing, just showing her old age experience. This also is this montage technique. It's a what is that called? सरसों का खेत, पीले रंग के फूल थे, तो उसी खेत का फोटो लिया था और फिर ये दो फिगर डांसिंग पोज में वहां लगाए और पीछे से एक स्काई लगाया गया था. Here is spring. Very famous picture of that era. Honeymoon. There is nothing to explain.
The same old lady.
No. Yes. No. This is different.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. It is the same lady. It is the same lady. Same lady. Yeah, same lady.
So tell me to stop wherever you want me to stop.
Well, if you want to ask something. This is again a picture of sometime 1987-88. We had gone to outing and there on a football post, this cage was hanging with this parrot. So using my fisheye lens, I got this goal post distorted. And this goal post is also not a modern day goal post. You can see it is just made of bamboo. You can see the knots. And one part was protruding like this. And then these birds were added with a dramatic sky. Last visual. All are free except one. Yeah, this is a very broken land. Somewhere in Shantiniketan we had gone. So actually it was taken in daytime, but because of this theme, I converted it as if it was taken under moonlight only. This is again, this is a portrait, a fisherman. What has happened here, please go back, I will tell you something. Here you can see the background is white and the hairs are also white. Please go back. No, not the old fisherman. Old fisherman.
Yes, sir.
Old fisherman. Yeah. So you can see, because I made some forced development. That's why this background and the hair, they have become chalky, grayish. But because the mood was very good, I made a print. Yeah, this again is with Montes technique. I found this gate somewhere in Calcutta. So what it extracted. So at that time, cleaning a door from its background was not so easy as it is now. In digital photography, it takes only 5-10 minutes to create a clear door frame. But in darkroom photography, it is very difficult. Anyway, this also, I think it is picture of sometime in 1990 or 91. There were these people were working in a brick field. So they had to bring mud to make the bricks. So these people are digging that field and bringing that wet mud up. There is a slope down below. So at that time, when I saw this man pulling this cart, I had the imagination of this type of picture. So after getting this cloud, I created this picture. Life is not so easy. Yeah, this again, at one place, we got some cut logs like this. So I had an imagination of if we start cutting trees, this will be our fate. I gave it the title Life and Death. You see, this cloud, it will appear as if it's a bird flying. Life and death. Yeah, this is a again created picture. My children were having some toys. These robot, one bigger, one small. So I simply took a white chart paper and draw with that black sketch pen these lines, merging lines, and then put these toys on the sheet and took a photograph. And this painting, this is a Renaissance painting. In olden days in Europe, the aristocratic family ladies, in the afternoon they used to take rest like this, and there is a story that the angel will come and show these aristocratic ladies their beauty in a mirror. So what I have done, in the mirror, instead of lady's face, I removed lady's face and put this toy robot. The times are changing, so we also need to change according to time. It's one of the picture that still I am having. It is part of my fellowship panel. Fellowship of World Photographic Society. Now, this is just a landscape. Only the sky has been changed with the moon. Yeah, again, those creative images, the sky, the swans, and the figure. And the 3D effect you are getting with this tonal variation. This is a picture taken at Chennai Sea Beach. very early morning, just before the light breaking. And then I added the sky separately. So just like that. The sky is separate, this lady is separate.
Yes, sir.
One thing that I want to add, please come to the last picture, last but one.
The lady or the boat?
This one. Anyway, this one will also do. See,
Okay.
today, when we do such photography, montage photography in digital format, it is very easy for us because we can see everything, where are the edges. So you can accordingly use the brush, and if you find there is some overlapping, you can just reverse front color to back color and erase out. But in darkroom photography, this is not possible because this fine detail, that means overlapping, you can't judge in the soft safe light. It is only when you switch on the normal room light, you see that there has been overlapping so much that it can't be accepted as a picture. But unlike digital photography, we cannot go back or erase. That print is lost. So you have to very finely mark the place where that horizon is coming, so that while dodging another image from another negative, it just merges gradually with the foreground. Otherwise, the paper is lost, print is lost. I welcome if you have any question, anybody, I am here. I am here to reply.
I have a question.
Yeah, please. Good evening, sir.
Very good evening. I've been watching silently.
Good evening and welcome back.
Thank you. Is this kind of photography, this symbolic type of thing, is still practiced in India?
Yes, I think at least some people are doing.
Yeah, of course, some people are doing, but
Mostly in Calcutta.
yes.
And some people in Chandigarh.
But as far as my knowledge goes, I've never done this kind of photography. I just, beyond my ability
But I don't accept this.
to
It is only your
comprehend
humility,
to comprehend a
your
situation.
modesty.
No, sir, this is a fact. To comprehend a situation and then plan 4, 5, 3, 4, 7 different images and then use the technique. So I don't have that imagination and don't have that technique also. Just listen to me, sir. But earlier, in the 70s, 80s, and to certain extent in this millennium also, people were getting distinctions, accolades on this kind of photography. All over the world, there was a trend for this kind of photography. That trend, I believe, has changed now.
Yes, you are right.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
Now,
But still
people are
there are
saying,
people. Okay,
people
please.
are saying that a good picture should be a straight picture. You may do some manipulation here and there, but one image, one shot. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I will put it in a different manner. Though I agree with you partly. The actual thing is, it is the mood of the picture and what it conveys. So it is not necessary to use 100 images, I mean
No,
100
no.
partly images to create one composite, complete image. Even one image negative can convey that same mood, provided the photographer has the ability to capture that enchanting mood.
Yes. Now,
And along with that, background also plays a very important role, because I have often found a person is reflecting very good mood, very good expression, but because of faulty background, the picture is lost. So again, you have to change the background. So you are coming back to
you
Monte
see, few years ago, FIEP brought this new rule that you cannot use graphics in your picture.
Correct.
That, I think, was the clear signal from FIEP to the rest of the world that you do straight photography. No?
Sir, if you go to FIAP website,
Yes.
and you must have been a frequent visitor, you will find there are still many people, including in Europe, where, and South America also, Argentina, for example, who use multiple images to give expression to their thoughts and feelings. One Argentinian fellow is very famous.
Sir, this is not my personal opinion. I just wanted an argument so that the listeners can benefit from
No, that is
your
fine,
views.
sir. Fine, sir. I am telling you,
I'm
even
I'm
while judging,
personally great admirer of this kind of work when I see your work and Benuda's work and some other.
I'm so grateful
No, no,
and
it's
happy
fine.
that you appreciate.
Thank you.
And a real artist, whether he is from nature or wildlife or pictorial photography or any other field, if he is artist by heart, he always appreciates. That is the first characteristic of a great artist, that he appreciates good work, whether it is in straight photography or expression photography or abstract photography or photojournalism. Everywhere good images are there, and a good, noble, gentle soul, artistic soul always appreciates them.
Sir,
See,
I
there
have
is
a
a
question.
please.
Sir, my name is Anuj Jain. I'm a member of Tapas. I just wanted to ask you, I mean, all the photographs that you've shown are from very old times. So are you still doing photography? And if yes, I mean, we would like to see some of your latest work.
At the time of introduction, the president of Tapas has displayed some 4 or 5 images. Some of them are today's pictures.
Oh, okay. I probably missed those then. I'll check it again, sir.
And it's not that I am repeating only these 20-year-old images. No.
Okay. No, I'm sure, sir. Thank you.
So my question is, so what would you first do? Imagine a scenario, a final image, or while you're taking pictures, you were constructing a story sequentially, that okay, this frame will now go with this frame, and I can put in 2 stories and then make a story.
Sir, you might have heard of 2 expressions, pre-imagination and post-imagination. In pre-imagination, you first imagine a picture. So I often used to make sketches that if I can get this type of element, that's why I call them elements. The sky, the man, the heart, the river, the sea, they are all elements to me. So first I imagine, but if I imagine and draw a sketch, finding the correct element can be time consuming, and sometimes I may not even get. I have shown here one picture, a small boy in a suit sitting, and in his background there is a door frame, nothing else, and behind there is a cloud. That door, a building was being constructed near where I was residing in Calcutta. So that door was very enchanting. I took a photograph, but it remained with me in that negative form for 4 years until I found that boy. And then immediately that picture was complete. And I made this picture. So this is either reimagination or post-imagination. In post-imagination, you always have in your mind all thousands of images that you have taken somewhere, lying in some wallet or some digital folder. And often we revisit those folders. So your memory is refreshed. And then you identify which is the correct element to complete a picture and what specific type of sky image you will require, which should complement the mood and theme of the picture. Because see, sky, I have thousands of skies, and still I feel there is no suitable sky image to go with a particular element. So I am just waiting for that specific special sky image to come. If it comes and I am there, I will explore.
So thank you, sir. Thank you. I
Thank
would,
you, Renu.
so I would really compliment your struggle for learning photography, and even waiting for the admission for 1 year. And sir, पहले तो मुझे बहुत like it really amazed me. Your pictures are so high contrasting, but then they are really soothing to the eyes. Like it's मतलब बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट हो जाता है, कंट्रास्ट भी है और स्टिल इट्स सूदिंग, मतलब वो बहुत ही प्यारी सर. द इफेक्ट इट गिव्स इज रियली अमेजिंग सर. थैंक यू सो मच सर.
Thank you for appreciation.
Thank you sir. Sir, now I would request Sir Vinod Chauhan ji for thanking your for thanking you to be being with us, and also introducing us to the mentor, Miss Buket Özatay from.
Yes, I would love to. I would say, yeah, please, बोलिए.
सर सॉरी, विनोद चौहान जी का म्यूट पे है आई थिंक.
Okay.
Okay. I was saying where we started from the day with Barun Sinha sir's lecture towards the evening. The session by Aditya Agarwala ji has been very inspiring. A lot of us were not from the darkroom era, so we had a glimpse into the glow of the darkroom era. Thanks for taking to that era. Thank you very much, sir. And now I would like to share the screen and before handing over the mic to Buket. The screen is visible.
One second.
Yeah.
Hello.
Right, sir. बोलिए sir.
I also want to thank you and all the members of Tapas, and especially Dr. Sinha, who was there silently, critically examining the images and finally appreciating too. And all of you who could appreciate, or even those who could not appreciate, doesn't matter. But I am thankful that you spent your time with me this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you sir. Thank you sir. Thank you.
Is the screen visible?
हाँ जी सर.
So now today evening session is a slide lecture by Mrs. Buket Ozatai from Cyprus. She also took up the assignment at a very short notice, and today's topic of hers is in pictorial travel photography. And the profile she has given me just now, oh my God, I'll have to be a school student to read up that, but I have to do that. So the school reading would be going on there, so please don't mind because that's a big profile of Buket.
You
Buket.
don't have to read all. You can read some, the ones you want.
No, I'll go by it. Don't worry, I'll go by it. Buket Özatay is a Turkish Cypriot photographer who was born in Nicosia, Cyprus. She studied business management and marketing in the United States of America before completing her MBA degree in Cyprus. She has an associate degree in photography and filmmaking from Andalo University. Since 1995, she has jointly run her family company Özatay Photography with her brothers and is regarded as the first contemporary female photographic entrepreneur in the history of Cyprus. Turkish photography. Özatay has produced and presented the television program Buket Özatay and Photography Enthusiast for the BRT TV in 2014-15. Since 2015, she gives basic photography and Photoshop lessons in two different municipality social activity centers. Özatay works include collages, abstract, creative documentary, portrait, travel, and street photography, and have been widely published some as cover pictures in the books, magazines, newspapers, catalogs, and brochures or online. Özatay is the first female Turkish Cypriot photographer to win award in international photography competition held by PSA Photographic Society of America and FIAC. Her photographs have been exhibited nationally and internationally in more than 80 countries in 5 continents. She has been awarded numerous qualification badges and honors in photography. She received the AFIAP Artist in 2014. And EFIAP Gold, EFIAP Platinum status at UNESCO thanks to artist works and Turkish Cypriot photographer and the first Cypriot woman to win the EFIAP Platinum from FIAP. She has been organizing a photo competition and exhibition since 2009 here in memory of her late journalist and photographer father. The Özatay photo competition and exhibition is the most popular in northern Cyprus, attracting record number of high quality photographers and the highest volume of entries. In 2014, she opened the Exotic Morocco exhibition South and North Nicosia, Cyprus. In 2015, she opened her first solo exhibition, The Sky Walks With Me, in the North Nicosia. Over the years, The Sky Walks With Me was also exhibited all over Cyprus and some other countries. Her exhibition focused on the North Nicosia Central Prison Women's Ward behind the bars. This exhibition is the first documentary photography work on prisons in Cyprus. In April 2019, within the framework of establishing a wide and informative spectrum of visual arts in northern Cyprus, the Cyprus Modern Art Museum at Near East University opened the solo exhibition of Buket Özatay. She was given Ibni Hazm Award. Moreover, a bust of Buket Özatay was unveiled. As a result, she became the first Cypriot photographer whom bust was unveiled. Her bust will be exhibited alongside her work at the Cyprus Art Museum. Now, the last line for you, Buket. In June 2019, she opened another exhibition called Easy Life, which is about construction work's everyday life. Such a versatile and talented speaker for the day with us. It is our privilege, Buket Özatay, to be there with the Tapas for Tapas Drishti 2020. And we hope that every member of Tapas and all the photographic enthusiasts, the seniors, the mentors and the advisors, they will enjoy the rest part of your slide lecture. Over to you, Bukate. Welcome.
Hello everybody. I'm very happy to be with you here today.
Hello.
I would like to thank Mr. Binod Chauhan for the invitation. It was a couple of days before. I prepared some slides for you. Then today, when I wanted to add some more, I have noticed that I only had 5 to 10 pages and the rest was gone, empty. So today, after your session in the morning, I had to redo it. Then I had to go to work, come back and finish it. So I got panic and very excited, but now I think it's okay. I tried my best. I'm also was very happy to see Mr. Dr. Baron Sinharsh. I'm not sure if I am pronouncing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Whom I met in person in 2017 in Hyderabad, Telangana. It was a great honor for me to meet with him. And thank you for your club, TIPAS, and again for Mr. Vinod for inviting me. He said almost everything about me, but I believe that my love to my late father, who was also a professional photographer, made me love photography. I can say that he was my inspiration. We lost him to cancer 12 years ago. Photography is the way that I see world and how I respond the world through my camera.
What is the problem?
Buket, are you able to share it? Meanwhile, we have some few international friends here. Rajni Pera from Sri Lanka is there. Besin is there. Besin. Welcome, Rajni ma'am. Buket, you have to unmute yourself. Unmute.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, what happened? Okay. Okay. Her phone has got disconnected, some problem with her internet, and she's trying to connect through the 3G and will be shortly there.
विनोद जी, हमारे कुछ गेस्ट आर्टिस्ट जिनको हमने ऑनरेरी डिस्टिंक्शन दी थी वो आज प्रेजेंट है.
एक मिनट. राकेश सियाल जी है.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
और राकेश सियाल जी
चेक कर लीजिए, आप सारे नाम देख लीजिए.
डॉक्टर वरुण सिन्हा जी को भी हमने फेलिसिटेट किया था, वो चले गए थे. सबसे पहले उनसे भी स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं. Mornings we started distribution of fellowship distinction, the master distinction and the grand master distinction, and the first grand master distinction was given to Dr. Varun Sinha ji, Honorary Secretary General, Federation of Indian Photography. Dr. Varun Sinha ji, a few words from you, sir.
I'm thankful to you and your team for considering me for this big honor, and I will always cherish it. And what can I say apart from saying thank you, a big thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And Rakesh Syalji, congratulations for being conferred the highest tapas distinction, Grandmaster, Honorable Grandmaster Tapas. Rakesh Syal sir, if you could say a few words. भाटिया जी
जी
राकेश जी है
हाँ राकेश जी है राकेश साल जी अपना माइक अनम्यूट करके वीडियो ऑन करिए थोड़ा सा प्रेजेंट हुई
हेलो अब नजर आ रहा है
यस
ओके हेलो thank you very much ji, thank you very much, so kind of you for giving me this honor. I really feel elated today. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
I think
thank you.
Buket is
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Buket,
ji, thank you so much.
जी
Buket, you are audible?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, now you can start. Good to see you back.
I am sorry, I was disconnected. Internet problem, I think. I solved it. I don't know where I stopped. Anyway, I can mention about little bit about my journey with international salons. Since my father was a photographer and I was born into photography, since I was born, I have always been with photography. And I started working with him when I graduated from university after a couple of years later. So I become a professional photographer like him. He had a shop and a studio. So since then I have been working there. This year I decided to leave my job. I am tired of going to work every day. When you have a shop, you have to go in the morning, early in the morning, and leave late at night. So this year I decided to stop and work maybe freelance, do other things about photography and the other things in life. But as we all have facing this corona issue, at the moment I am waiting until this finishes because I am giving couple of times a week. I am giving basic photography classes here, basic photography and basic Photoshop. Also, just before we locked down in Cyprus in March, mid-March, in February, early February, for the first time, I organized a photography trip to Turkey, which is only 40 miles away from here, Cyprus. Cyprus, for those who don't know, Cyprus is an island in the Mediterranean Sea, just 40 miles away from Turkey. Anyway, so I was planning to continue doing more photography trips and more classes, but because of this pandemic, I postponed that. So I don't know when I will change all this after this finishes, hopefully. Anyway, I started photography, of course, before I started entering international salons, but I was very amateur, not good. And one day someone introduced me FIAP competitions and told me to try to participate. It was 2013, and I started participating in these salons. And then I found out that after a year I can apply for a distinction. And I started with a friend, female friend, and we were the first female Turkish Cypriot photographers to get FIAP titles. Then each year I continued. I mean, I didn't have goals when I first started, but each year I got a new distinction from FIAP. When I was silver, I think, silver, yes, IFIAP silver, I was the first Cypriot, first Turkish Cypriot photographer to reach that level, highest level, and also first Cypriot female photographer to reach IFIAP silver. Because in Cyprus there are two communities, Turkish and Greek Cypriots. When I got my IFIAP gold and platinum, I was still the first female in Cyprus and first Turkish Cypriot photographer. Last year when I got platinum, I decided to stop doing distinctions because it was taking a lot of time and money. And myself, during my journey doing FIAP distinctions, my goal was to get each year the next distinction. I never aimed to win many awards or participate often to the competition. I was just doing enough to get the distinction next year. And as I told you, last year after platinum, I decided to stop. Then some people close to me, FIAP representative of Cyprus, who is a Greek Cypriot, encouraged me to continue because I was the first Turkish female photographer to reach that level. Also, I will be the second photographer to hold diamond distinction. There is only one male photographer holding diamond 3, and there is no other diamonds in Cyprus. So they encouraged me to continue. I started entering salons again. I got platinum, I think it was October 2019. Then they encouraged me to continue. It was January 2020, this year. So I participated some salons. I got good results, but then I changed my mind. I changed my mind again. I decided not to continue. Because of this corona and everything, I was demoralized. And in May, beginning of first week of May, I decided I would do Diamond 1. And I had time until end of August now. So in I don't know how many months, May, June, July, August. In 4 months, I had to do Diamond, which is 50 awards with 15 different photographs. I participated to many competitions during these months. Hello. Is somebody saying anything to me or someone else? Sorry.
You continue.
Yes, and I managed to complete the requirements for Diamond 1 now, mid-July, I think, and I am applying in 3 days. In 3 days, I have to hand in my application, Diamond 1. So I am very happy that I managed to do it and that I will be the first female Cypriot photographer to hold platinum and the second photographer in my island. Well, I prepare slides for you to show some of my old work and new work. And also the topic was travel, but I also put some of my series that I work. Can I share now? Share screen.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And I want to mention you a little bit about my inspirations about photography. As I told you before, I make images for me as they represent me. I believe that they help me understand me, myself, and have value to me. I would like to use this opportunity to share the little and large inspirations I feel are contributing to my own creative growth, along with some of my worldwide exhibited and awarded images. By the way, I don't only participate to FIAP competitions. I try to send my photos to galleries, biennales in Europe. Last 3-4 years, I had the chance to showcase my photographs at 2 biennales, one in Berlin and one in Barcelona. Also, I had the chance to showcase my photographs at some galleries in Europe, in Italy, France, and Spain. When I started to this journey to do pictorial photography, first thing I wanted to learn these skills and master the techniques to take good, amazing photos. Of course, I have learned a lot of techniques from my father, also reading and watching others' photographs. To me, photography is the discovery of the world around us. And I believe that our eyes must see a composition or an expression that life itself offers us. And you must know with intuition, we all must know in intuition when to click the camera. In my photography, I like colors, lines, but the most I like is black and white photography. I believe that everybody must take their photographs, their images with their personal vision and experiences. I like this phrase, the famous photographer Henry Cartier-Bresson said, it's an illusion that the photos are made with the camera. They are made with the eye, heart, and head. So I believe that, of course, the machines, the cameras we carry with ourselves, of course, is important nowadays, but also how we see and what we have in our heart and in our heads, also a reflection to our photographs. So you might know the techniques and everything, but if you don't have that in yourself, still I think you cannot produce artistic images. Myself, I never use flash. I don't like flash. I like natural light. All my photos are with natural light. I like playing with light and shadows. Lighting is very important. And as we all know, it sets mood and atmosphere for our photographs. And of course, we need to know editing techniques and skills in different softwares because in today's world, all the photographers, little or more, everybody using editing skills, editing techniques. And I also believe that since I myself like shooting people, like taking most of my photographs, you can find people. I like photographing people. I believe that a photographer who works with people must always work with the greatest respect for the subject in terms of his or her point of view. We have to be respectful. And this is one of my photos that I use light and shadows. I like using light and shadows. This was in Barcelona. I went there a couple of times. I think this was the second time, 1917. This is also light and shadow. As I told you, as soon as I find the opportunity, I like shooting this kind of photographs. This was in Old City, Mardin. Mardin is a city in southeast of Turkey. Very nice city, very old buildings, and colorful people here. This one also an example, one example, another one. Some of these photos are exhibited a lot, or some of them won awards. For example, this one won awards a couple of times in street photography, I think. This one in black and white. And this photo I like very much. Everybody thinks that I reversed the photo, but I didn't. It was in the entrance of shopping mall in Barcelona, and the ceiling was mirrored. So when these people were outside, maybe waiting someone to enter the shopping mall or talking, I don't know. So they were waiting just outside the big shopping mall. And this was from the mirror. The upper side is on the mirror. This is also one of my photos, old photo, which won awards during my journey in FIAP salons. But it's in my beginning years, I think, this one, yes. This one, it's in Myanmar. This guy is cooking for monks. There was a monk school next to this building. So probably he was cooking food for the monks, little monks. And this one, I clicked this in Russia in a modern art museum. Most people who see this photo thinks that it's a manipulation, but it's not. It's just a straight photo. The girl was a painting, is the painting on the wall, and the other one, the lady, is just in front of the painting, watching the painting. And where I stood, there was a mirror. There was glass, not mirror. There was a glass, and in front on the glass, some painting, these things that on the photo. So this came up. So this is an original photo. I didn't do anything. Just there was something on the glass here on the left, close to the sides. Letter, I think it was A. I removed that one. I don't do many high-key photos. This is one of them. This was shopping in a shopping mall in Berlin. I just like that I was on the second floor, I think, second or third floor. People were resting, and as usual, everybody was on the phones, smartphones. So it was interesting. This is very simple. We can find it everywhere, but I like it because it's very pure, simple. During one of my visits in East Turkey, where there is snow, because in Cyprus we almost never get snow. It's a very warm country, even in winters. This is in Myanmar. I tried Taiki. I haven't sent this one to any competitions yet. I don't know what will happen. This is this is a tower in Siena, Italy. In 2017, one of my photos was awarded in international Siena Awards, prestigious international Siena Awards. So I went there to get my award. And during our couple of days visit the small city Siena, I had the chance to shoot some photos. This was one of those photos. Sometimes whenever I like doing architectural photography. This is also a shopping mall in Berlin and a tower also from Europe. This was in Germany as well. This one as well. This one, this was a skyscraper I shot in Berlin. Then I put this woman, I did some manipulation. So the woman is there, as you can see later, I put it there. This one is new photo. Maybe you tell me if it's good or not. I just made it. It's from the building, but I put the birds. I like using birds sometimes in my photos. I haven't sent it anywhere yet, to any salons. This is in Casablanca, I think, in Morocco. Yes, it's inside a mosque, but there is a filter on the photo. It's not the original. I don't know if you know this. This is in Berlin. It's the Holocaust memorial in memory of Jews who were killed in Germany. I like forms and patterns as well. I like street photography. Maybe I don't have much here, but few photos. This is in underground in Russia. Yeah, I think it was in Moscow. I visited, maybe it's been 5 years ago, 5 years ago, yes. This is also from the Russian underground. They are undergrounds. I don't know if any of you visited. They are like museums, very rich architecture in the undergrounds in Russia. This is also in Russia, airport, I think, yes, it was in airport, at the airport. This photo is one of my early photos. This photographer is the oldest living photographer in northern Cyprus. He is still alive and he is the oldest living, maybe almost 100 years old now. This is his shop. He still goes to the shop once or twice a week, I think. And these dervishes are, they call dervishes. They are Islamic, they are doing Islamic dances. They are from Turkey. It's a tradition in Turkey, and we have it in here, Cyprus as well. This one as well. This is one of the jazz concerts, blues concert I went a long time ago. This was also from my early years. But when I started entering the salons, this photo got awards in music sections. I'm not using it anymore. This one also, very old photo, even before I started entering the salons, but until last year it was getting awards in photojournalism. It's from Cuba. And as a professional photographer, sometimes I do birth delivery photography for my customers. Not often, but sometimes. And this is from one of those days. As you see here in Cyprus, when a woman goes to delivery, a lot of people from her family and friends go to the hospital and wait until the baby comes. So this is just after the delivery, when they came out from the operation room. Everybody was with mobiles. I use this in photojournalism sections. This one as well. Most of my delivery photos were awarded many times in photojournalism. This is also one of those. This one. This one is the oldest one, but still I get awards with this photo in photojournalism. I think I had this, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago. This one is also very old, but I like it, and it was maybe 2013, 14, I don't remember. First time I got awards with this in China, I remember. I don't use these old photos anymore for the salons. This is in Iran. I visited last year. It was very difficult to take photos of women. They don't let you. And also everywhere there are government polices. As you know, it's religious government there. So it was very difficult to take photos. But we were managed to take still many good photos. This is also from a school in Iran, in a village. We were managed to get in there. I like portrait photography a lot, and I do portraits whenever I'm on the streets. I do portraits. This one is in Mardin. I think we have seen another photo from that city. It's a city in Turkey, in East Anatolia. This man is also from there. These photos remind me the old times when people, the photographers were shooting black and white, and the people were not looking like us now, but in these villages in Turkey, you can go to the old times, like they are from other centuries, something like that. What I feel, at least what I felt when I visited that city, when I saw these people, these men. This girl is in India. I had this in India, in Hyderabad. And this one was also awarded a couple of times in portrait category, maybe more, I don't remember now. This was in the streets of Barcelona. It's not a stage photo. They were standing in front of this shop building, and I was with a photographer friend from Argentina, and we tried to take their photos. Then the man noticed us and looked us. We faced his eyes. He was smiling, and we shoot this portrait. Then the lady noticed us, and of course, they started talking to us. They were very nice, and you could tell, despite their older ages, they were still very much in love. This is from Myanmar, this portrait as well. This portrait from Russia, Russian priest. And this is also somewhere, another village in Turkey. I like, as I told you before, I like natural light. So I try to use light coming from, when I have my portraits, if I had the chance, I try to use the light coming from windows. So I never use flashes. I don't do, for my pictorial work, I don't do studio portraits. Of course, for my professional life, I do. But personally, I don't like it. I don't like using flash, so I don't do it. I am such a photographer that I do it for my passion. For example, I don't do nature photography because I don't like those kind of photography, waiting hours for the animals, birds. It's not my type. I want to do something that I enjoy it. So I'm not criticizing anybody, but I don't do it just to get awards or to get acceptances. Always my nature sections are empty because I don't have any nature photos. I like to be on the streets with people, walking around among people. That's what gives me pleasure. So I don't do anything that doesn't give me pleasure, and just for awards or acceptances or distinctions. This photo also got many awards. This lady was in the gardens of a big mosque. It's called Qom, the city Qom in Iran. It's a very religious city anyway. The country is very religious, but especially this city Qom, people are very religious. They are more covered up, the ladies. And this lady was walking around and reading Quran. The background was part of the mosque. It was a big mosque. So I made the background black because it was just a sudden click for me. So it wasn't very good. And I won some awards with this last year and this year. It helped for my Diamond 1. This photo is not very new, but I still get awards with this photo. It was from a light from window. This is in a village in Turkey again. Very old setting, as you see. This one in Iran. I got some awards with this in street category. There is a photographer trying to photograph the building, Azad Tower. This is Azad Tower in the capital. And this family is taking selfies, as you see. So it was interesting. And this one is from India when I visited some tribal villages in Telangana. It gets awards in travel section, especially in European countries. When I send it in Indian salons, it doesn't get any award. But in Europe, it gets awards. You are used to it. You have better ones. This is in Turkey, Cappadocia, where the balloons are. You have seen photos before, probably. Deria, who is with us now, she is from this city, Cappadocia.
Thank you.
And these ballerinas, I went with a small photography group to this city in Turkey. So the guy who organized the trip had these ballerinas with us all the time. It was just 2-3 days trip, very short. So we tried to use them in many places. This one also got awards. And I remember the first award got was from India last year. This is also from East Turkey. This is hot waters. And the boys, teenagers come here to wash their animals. It's hot water. This was in winter. There was snow. Maybe you can see a little bit from the mountains, on the mountains, snow. But they were without clothes in this water because it was warm, very warm. This is from my first photography trip I organized for my students in February, before the pandemic started, before we locked down. So this is the last trip I went before pandemic. I had this is one of the few landscapes I have, because usually I don't shoot landscapes either. This got many awards this year when I was doing Diamond One. This one in Iran. The lady is a photographer, a friend of mine. We were together in Iran. When we found this place, it was an antique monument, something like that. And this place was like a cave. So there was a hole on the wall or ceiling. I think it was on the ceiling. And so I saw these lights on the wall and on the ground. I asked her to wear these traditional clothes, because in the morning she bought these clothes to take to Turkey to use in her photography. So I asked her to wear those black cover-up clothes that I could take her photographs. So she did modeling for me. So this came up, this composition, and this photo also got many awards this year. This one I haven't used in any salons. I haven't sent it to anywhere. I am planning to. I did it long time ago, but I didn't use it because I didn't like it, because I had a better one, which got many awards. So maybe I try this one as well. I will show you the other one now. This one is getting many awards. It's not a new photo. It's relatively old photo of mine. I had this when I first visited Barcelona. It was 5-6 years ago. This is in Modern Art Museum in Barcelona. The Modern Art Museum in Barcelona is a must-see place. It's a very nice museum. You spend the full day there, and you don't get tired of seeing all those art. It's really a must-see place. If you ever visit Barcelona, don't miss this museum. So this museum has stairs that goes to the other floors. Not many floors. I think 3 floors. This was from the 2nd floor. It's like a balcony, and this is in the middle, ground floor. I shoot this from the 2nd floor. I was walking around. I didn't go there to take photographs. I like whenever I go to a different city, I always try to go, if they have, I try to go to the Modern Art Museum especially. I believe that it's good for our growth in photography as well, visiting the art museums. So I went to visit the museum. Of course, my camera was with me. So when I was walking around, I looked at downstairs. I was just taking a break. And then I saw these people laying on the couches and the tables, round tables, the lines, shapes. So it attracted me to take a photo. They were sleeping, taking a rest. They were tourists, sleeping, because some people ask me if I stage this photo, if I ask them to lay down. I didn't know these people. They were just sleeping there. And anytime you go to this museum, I went later during my next visit to Barcelona, the same museum, same thing. People are sleeping on these couches, because so many attractions in Barcelona. People start in the morning, finishes late in the evening to do sightseeing, so they get tired. So it's very normal in Europe to go to a museum and take a rest, take a nap. So these people were taking a nap actually, resting there. This photo, since I have started using it 4 or 5 years ago, all the time he gets awards from somewhere, and this year had me for my Diamond One, got many awards. Last time in India, last week. This is one of my, I show you all the black and white photos. Now I have few color photos. This one is an old photo of mine, very old for me. When I use it, it got awards. It's outside of Louvre bookshop in Paris, Louvre Museum. And this also is an awarded photo, old photo from Angola, Africa, Angola. These places in Angola, it's very difficult to go as a foreigner. My friend found me an Angolan man who took me around these favelas. It was very dangerous, they told me, but people were very nice. The kids were thrilled to see a foreigner, because Angola, not many tourists go to that country, so they are not used to foreigners. This is also from Angola. It was awarded many years ago. This is Morocco. This is also old, one of the awarded photos years back when I first started. This one also from Morocco, Red City. These are old photos of mine. Of course, when I say old, I forgot the name of the man before me. Not old like his photos. Okay, this is also awarded photo long years ago, this one as well. I don't use any of these photos anymore. I only use this one. The others I don't use anymore, but they are from my awarded photos from the early years in FIAP salons. This one as well, old photos awarded. And this one, I still use it, not very old, I think 3 years, maybe 3 years. I still use it. It got this year some awards. This is from Myanmar. I visited last year. This is also awarded in portrait category. And one of my photos that I like most is this one, this portrait of this girl. This one is an old photo, but it's like classic because every time I send it in portrait category, especially, it gets awards. This year I used it for my Diamond One distinction, and it got some awards. This photo is special to me because in my early years, when I was entering to FIAP competitions, it was the first photo awarded. It's an old photo, but the other reason it's special is because this photo was stolen from how do you say, the artist who paint on the walls, graffiti, yes, graffiti artist from southern part of Cyprus, a Greek Cypriot, stole this photo, made some filters, some manipulations on it, and started selling it at his gallery and also in international art sites. One day, a friend of mine, when visiting South Nicosia, the city I live, Nicosia, is also divided politically. It's the only it's the only capital in Europe that is physically divided. We have a border to cross to the other side of the city. So at the other side of the city, when my friend was visiting, saw this photo of mine. The name of the photo is Seyma. Everybody in Cyprus know this photo and her name Seyma. Saw the photo and told me about it, that he's selling this photo. So a couple of days later, I went to visit the gallery. I told them this belongs to me and not to use it. But he didn't listen to me. He kept selling this photo of mine internationally and also in Cyprus at his gallery. Then I wanted to open a court case against him because he was using my copyrights. He was infringing my copyrights. So I wanted to open a case. But because of Cyprus political situation, my part is not recognized internationally. I was not able to open him a court case where I live, in my community. So, and I am a citizen of both my community, which is not internationally recognized, but also citizen of Republic of Cyprus, which is internationally recognized. Sorry, it's complicated politics. But so I opened a case in the Greek side, Republic of Cyprus, against him, finding a Greek Cypriot, two lawyers, Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot lawyer, two lawyers to represent me because of the political situation in Cyprus. I had to have two lawyers representing me from two communities. We opened a court case. The judge is Greek, so he was postponing my case all the time because I'm a Turkish Cypriot. So it lasted about an hour, and we didn't have any decision. Then next year, the judge changed. Of course, again, Greek Cypriot, because I opened my case there. She was nice. she went forward with my case, and last February, the Nicosia District Court gave a decision on this photo, my photo, Seyma. The court issued an interim injunction prohibiting the defendant to use my photo and sell it. And this photo is historic, and my case is historic, because this is the first time in a Cyprus court issued an interim injunction in a photography copyright case. So this is the first copyright case, this photo. And we won the first case, and the court would continue, my case would continue. We would ask for, how do you say, money? For my, I couldn't find the word. Anyway, the court...
Compensation.
Compensation. Sorry, I couldn't find the word. Yeah, compensation. But because of Corona and lockdown, everything, we couldn't continue with the case. Hopefully, we will continue end of this year or maybe next year. I don't know if you, in India, you see cases like this, or any photographs are stolen or used. Do you have cases like this in India?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah. Usually people don't go to court because
it's time consuming and
time
cost
and
money.
Money, yes, time consuming and money consuming. But I told myself, this is my right. Nobody has the right to use my photo and make money. He was selling it 500 euros in international sites. So I decided to go after it and do it, you know. And everybody told me that I was crazy, like you said. Why would you spend money and time, especially in a court that's not my community? But I did it and I won it. So we should all do it. We shouldn't let people to steal our photographs. In Europe, European law is, I don't know in India if you have laws, but Republic of Cyprus using European law, EU laws. So I could claim my rights because through the EU laws. So I don't know in India you have laws about copyright photography.
Yes, we do. We do also have copyright laws.
You do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will move on. This is also one of the architectural photographs I have. As you can see, it's obvious I put the plane there. This one, street photography in Iran, in a village. This is also awarded. These 3-4 photos I will show you. These are in Iran. It's a very rich country in architecture and art. I loved it. I wish they were not very religious, but it was very nice. This is in Iran as well. This one. This is in a village in winter in Turkey. This is also one of my awarded photos. I was clicking a couple. They were doing something. Then I noticed this man coming from the other side of the road. So I took his photo. He was smiling. He was happy. Some people get happy when they took their images, photos, and some they get upset, they don't like it. If you are doing people photography like me, you know it. But usually I am very good with people. Even if we don't speak the same language, I can get along easily with people. So I'm lucky in that sense. This is also a wheat field in Turkey. It's not drone. I have never used drone. This is from a high building, office building, by the fields. So we went up there to take these photos. I was with some photographer friends. This is in Myanmar, very classic. This is also in Myanmar. I had the chance to exhibit this at a museum, at a university museum here last week. It was at sunrise, yes, sunrise. And this was one of the hardest photographs. When I was taking it, it was very difficult because my breasts are very weak. I only have one camera and I carry 2 lenses because I cannot carry more equipment because I am very weak. So I usually use 24 to 70, 2.8 and 16 to 35, 2.8. I also have 70 to 200, 2.6 as well, but I don't use it often because I cannot carry it. It's too heavy for me. So those men photographers are very lucky and strong men, strong women. I'm not strong, so I cannot carry them. I try to do my best with 2 lenses and 1 camera. I use Canon 5D Mark III. So with my one hand, I was holding the camera, and the other I was trying to hold these things there. It was very difficult to take this photo, but I was managed to get this at the end. This also got many awards this year. And this one is the most awarded photo this year. To me, it's not very special, but everybody likes it. This year, while I was doing in 4 months Diamond 1, this was the most awarded photo of mine. It's in a village, in the village I mentioned you before, Mardin, in southeast Turkey, 2-3 years ago. I clicked this one. And now I want to show you some photos manipulation, that how I make them. They are all awarded photos. Some of them are very old, some of them are new. I have only 5-6 of them. This one, I made this in 2015, 5 years ago. My inspiration was this photo, the one, original one before. I shoot this in Morocco. The sun was very direct and the man was not looking at me. And when he noticed, he didn't let me to take other photos of him. So I had only this one. It wasn't a good photo. But for some reason, I wanted to do something with it. And I got, I don't know how I came up with this idea. I really don't know. Probably, maybe not in the near past when I did this, but maybe long time before. I saw something like this, maybe similar. Maybe it wasn't a photograph, it was a painting. I don't know. I really don't remember it. So when I returned from Morocco and I was looking at my photographs, I decided to do something with this photo, something manipulative, something creative. So I used his head, I converted to black and white. Then, of course, I had some thinking on this. I had some thoughts on this, how to do it. I thought about it. Yeah, excuse me? Okay. Anyway, I don't understand if anybody is talking to me or not. I don't understand. After a couple of days thinking how to do this, I came up with the idea that I copy ahead. It's copy paste this one. I copy ahead, then I close the eyes with another cloth I had from his scarf. And then I started to set the heads. I set the heads in different ways, maybe 30 different ways. I didn't like. At the end, I came up with this setting and I liked it. And I started sending it to international competitions. It has won many awards this year as well. Also, it was awarded at the International Siena Awards in Italy and exhibited there in 2016 or 17. And also there is a comment at the Amateur Photographer of the Year 2017 Apple. It's reviewed. This photo was reviewed by Apple. I would like to read it to you. This surreal image makes uncomfortable use of the one thing that should give us comfort, the eyes. Why are these the only eyes allowed to see the world? Why must the others be hidden from this sight? Or perhaps even removed altogether? This is a notable use of manipulation. So much post-production work can lead to garishness, but here the method, while widespread throughout, is surprisingly subtle. Most importantly, it inspires questions, as all good photography must. So after it was awarded at the Siena International Awards and reading this review and getting awards at the FIAP competitions, I decided to try more of this kind. So this girl, I clicked this photo in my country. I was walking in the streets in the old town and I saw this girl. So I remember the settings I made with the heads. So I took her portrait and I asked her to take one from her behind. So I had these photos, these 2 clicks, images, and I made this. It was awarded many times, last 3 years maybe. Also many times in India, in Indian salons. So I did few images like this. For example, this one, they all get awards. All of them got awarded because I think people find them different. Not many people do this kind of work. This was this one before and after, like this. This one also is, it has awarded many times, this one as well. This is also, I made this 3 years ago. So last 3 years, I didn't make any kind of these photos. This was the last one I made 3 years ago. This year I tried, and this photo was from this one. I used these 2 photos to make this one. Do you have any questions about this? Okay. And this year I tried this while I was doing Diamond 1, entering salons all the time. This got award as well. How I made this is from these 2 photos. Umbrella and the boy with the umbrella. I made this. And before it was black and white, it was like this. The first version, I didn't like it, to plain, no light. So I converted to black and white, and I used this photo a couple of times. This year it got awards. That's it. Would you like to see my prison photos, or you are tired of seeing photos?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Shall I show you? This documentary I made 6 years ago. I got permission to enter the Nicosia Central Prison Women Ward, very small, because my community is very small, less than half a million. During my visits here, I visited this place not very often, but more than a year. During my visits, there were about 20 female inmates. Not many, about 20, between 12 and 20 each time I go there. A very small women ward, very few female inmates there. I used these photos in 2015 and 16 in international salons, also sent them to some galleries. 8 photos, I think, a series consisting of 8 photos from this work was exhibited at Berlin Photo Biennale. And that was a great opportunity for me to be there. It was a huge biennale photography event in Berlin, in the heart of Berlin. And the guest speaker was Steve McCurry. And I had the chance to meet with him. It was a great honor for me. Before I show you these photos, I show you a photo of me and Steve McCurry. Do you know him? Probably all of you know him. Yes? But I think I missed it. Okay, just a second. You know, I told you I lost my slides and I had to redo it. This is at the Berlin Biennale with Steve McCurry. He is a very nice, very friendly person, and of course a great photographer. Anyway, I will continue with my slides. This project was, when I finished this project, I opened an exhibition, solo exhibition with about 60 photographs. But here there are maybe about 20. This is from the women ward in the prison. Sometimes they didn't want to show their faces, so they were covering their faces. Only few of them let me to take their photographs showing their faces. And I was not allowed to take anything inside, just one lens and one camera. So I had to do the job with only one lens. I am not using these photographs anymore because I don't like them. I find them very mistakes. So I don't use them anymore, but I want many awards as series in FIAP competitions. You know, there are some salons that they have series. So I use these photos as series sometimes, and sometimes some of them as single photos. Also, they were exhibited in a gallery in Strasbourg, France, as I told you, at the Biennale, Berlin Biennale, in 2016, I think. And I don't remember, they were featured in the Doto magazine in Spain. Some more photographs from the inmates living areas. Who is this?
भाटिया जी कौन है?
This is where they sleep. It's not. It doesn't look like regular prison. It's more like a dormitory. This one, like 4 or 5 years ago, won awards in women's section, and this one in I think photojournalism or maybe in black and whites won many awards. This one, and this series, these women, I sent to FIAP competitions. They don't even get acceptances because there are some mistakes and things. My old photos. But they were exhibited at a gallery in Barcelona because they like this kind of work that shows the other cultures. They don't pay attention that the photo is perfect technically, like we have in FIAP. They pay attention what you show and different cultures, things like that. They don't look for perfect photo. This also was exhibited at Barcelona gallery, in a gallery, 5 photo series. This is a position house at the border in Cyprus. As I told you, Cyprus is politically divided and there is a border. So this is a position house at the Green Line in my country. It was illegal to get in here, but I got in to take some photos. This is also from the borders from my country. They were exhibited also in Europe at a gallery. And these tulips, I don't do nature, I told you. Once I did, I was in Turkey. And I got inspiration from these photos to make something creative like this. I use this as a series in abstraction category in one of the competitions, not FIAP competitions, some competitions in Europe, and it got first award in abstraction. That's it. That's all I have. Hope you enjoyed my photos.
Thank you lots, dear Buket. That was a great session by you. Watching your SEMA, you're being inspired by the SEMA picture to fight for your rights, and also all this abstract and your lovely series and the monochrome and the lovely colors and the portraits and the abstracts and everything that you're doing is.
I thought it would be travel, but I changed my mind.
Oh, no, but it was great. It was a great session and learning for us as well.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you so much for your time. It was great to meet you via Zoom. This is our current normal now because of COVID. But it's great because we get to talk to each other and see each other, even though it's not in person. And this morning I was very honored to receive your club's Tipa's honor. Thank you very much for everything. I wish you all the best.
Thanks a lot.
And tomorrow is photography day, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. I wish you wonderful celebrations. Last 2 years in my community in the northern part of Cyprus, we have only 4 photography clubs here and in whole North Cyprus. And 3 years ago, they started celebrating for the first time the World Photography Day 3 years ago. And last 2 years, they have opened a big exhibition in a very authentic, old place. It was great, but unfortunately this year, they are not doing it because of the same reasons you cannot get together. We cannot get together either. In my country, corona is not very bad. I hear that India it's not very good. Hope we all will be corona free soon and travel and maybe meet in person one day.
Definitely looking forward. And over to President Sir Vinod Chauhanji for formally thanking the mentor.
Buket Özatay. It will be a great session. You really have proved one thing, that camera gear is not important. What is more important is 9 inches behind the camera.
Yes, of course.
Moving with one camera and 2 basic lenses and leaving aside a bigger lens, 7200 mm. I'll say you got a magical eye and a magical camera.
I always leave it at home. I leave it at home because if I carry that, I cannot take photographs. I will get tired in 2 hours.
So I feel that your camera and your basic lenses, they are magical and you have a magical eye. It was a treat to watch. All images were a beauty. All images were learning. Somebody, like we all of us, must have carried away something from your photographs. Your photographs were simple but beautiful. Some exceptional. And basically, like your topic was travel and architecture. And you messaged me that can I keep my topic to pictorial in travel. So like tomorrow's session is pictorial in wildlife. Today's session pictorial in travel. So some new things have come up where pictorial part is being carried to the different categories. So we loved your session of today and you were very simple and explicit in everything. And basically the story you told about the copyright, you are a fighter and you are a fighter till the...
Yes, I'm always a fighter. It's my personality.
Congratulations for keeping that spirit and thanks on behalf of Tapas. We spent a lovely time with you and you accepted our proposal uprightly and did not refuse for that. Thank you very much for that and thank you for being
How
here.
can I refuse such a nice person like you?
So nice and congratulations for the felicitation we had for you in the daytime.
Thank you. I love India. Indians are very nice people.
We love you and Cyprus. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so now I would invite our Drishti 2020 chairman, Mr. Praveen Jaggi, to share his thoughts on the exhibition.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Myself, Praveen Jaggi, additional Joint Secretary of Tapas and Chairman Drishti 2020. It's a great pleasure that today we have seen this awesome journey of photography by Buket, and I like it very much. And the concept of five pictures collage, that is very good. And for journey of this Drishti, I thanks to my club, Tapas Tri-City Photo Art Society, and President Shri Vinodji and advisor Shri Deep Bhatia sir, and my team and Piyush and Lakshmi and Dhruv all work very well, and we have produced a very good. I think it's my opinion that it's a very unique photography exhibition ebook, and I think you will like it. And on behalf of Tapas and Drishti 2020, I thanks all of you, and hope next time we will give you another surprise in next year. Thanks till date. Happy World Photography Day for tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Praveenji. You put in lots of efforts in you yourself and your team have really worked hard putting together the ebook and the exhibition. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Sir Hemant Chauhanji, our press secretary, for the vote of thanks.
नीतू जी एक मिनट आई थिंक कुछ मैसेजेस भी आए हैं रिक्वेस्ट भी आई है कुछ हमारे जिनको हमने फेलिसिटेशन दिया है दोस पीपल कपल ऑफ पीपल आर देयर सो आई थिंक इफ वी कैन भाटिया जी इफ वी कैन ऑनर देम एंड लेट देम स्पीक फॉर अ मिनट सो नीतू जी डॉक्टर सुरजिंदर दत्ता एंड अमित व्यास जी फेलोशिप के लिए दे आर देयर सो आई जस्ट शेयर द स्क्रीन आई टेक आउट देयर सर्टिफिकेट्स एंड वी गिव देम 1 minute each 1 minute. Have I been able to share it right now? No.
नहीं sir.
एक मिनट The screen is there.
सर बट छोटा
Yes.
है बहुत.
बड़ा कर देता हूँ उसको. Okay. So, Nitji.
हाँ जी. I would like to congratulate Mr. Amit Vyas for the honorary Tapas Fellowship, and so kindly share your introduction and your with us.
Hello Nitu ma'am, thank you. Thanks Tapas. Hello everyone, Amit Vyas is here.
Hello, congratulations Amit ji.
Thank you, thanks a lot. I am very happy to receive this fellowship from the Tapas, and I am thankful to all the members, Vinod Chauhan sir, Deep Bhatia sir, Nitu ma'am, Jaggi sir, and all the team for their efforts, what they have made. And really, I enjoyed the session, what it was saying, and I learned a lot from Aditya Agarwal sir as well as Buket ma'am and all the things. I'm really thankful to all of you. Thank you very much, Team Tapas. God bless you all. Thanks.
Thank you. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
I think I'll take out for Dr. Shurjinder Datta. Also, he's there. Yes, Nitu.
हाँ जी. Congratulations, Dr. Shujendra Datta ji, for the honorary Tapas Fellowship. I would like to invite you to share a few words with us. So म्यूट पे है.
शायद म्यूट पे है अभी थे वो डॉक्टर Shurjinder Datta, can you unmute yourself? Dr. Shorjendra Datta. He's there.
Hello. Yeah. Can I be heard?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, can you all of you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Hanji, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Good evening, everyone. I am basically an orthopedic surgeon specializing in shoulder surgeries from Kolkata. I am an amateur photographer and I won my first award of my life from Vinod Chauhanji in person, and I met him in Kolkata when he was here. And from that day onwards, he has always
So we cannot hear you.
We cannot hear you.
thanks to him, I have been.
Kuch network trouble.
Some network problem, Dr. Ji. Dr. Shorjendra Datta, we cannot hear you.
Hello.
Yeah. We could not hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Now I'm audible, is it?
Yeah, you are audible now.
I'm absolutely grateful and honored to Vinod Chauhan sir. I'm an orthopedic surgeon from Kolkata specializing in shoulder surgeries. Sorry I couldn't join in the morning because I had too many operations. I won my first award in Kolkata when Vinod Chauhan was in Kolkata. I got it from him. And from that day onwards, I have been always grateful to him. He has been given me guidance and help, always on the phone, always available in spite of his busy schedule. I am also thankful to keep us for this memorable honor. And it was such a nice experience listening to all the great photographers all over the world. Thanks, Keepers, for a wonderful time and a wonderful journey, especially on the eve of World Photography Day. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful to all of you.
Congratulations, Dr. Shorjendra Datta. Hearty congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
Yes, thanks so much.
Anyone else? I saw Becky also. Is he still there? Yeah. Neetu ji.
Hanji, thanks, sir. Congratulations, Mr. Bekir Yesiltas from Turkey for the honorary Tapas fellowship. And I would like to invite you to share a few words with us.
I think he's left now, but he has sent the video. And भाटिया जी कोई और दिख रहा है आपको?
नहीं और तो
सत्यनारायण जी भी थे.
वो चले.
अच्छा चले गए.
All right. So now I would request Mr. Hemant Chauhan ji, our press secretary, to please for the word of thanks.
1 minute. Rajna Prera is there. Rajna Prera is there from Sri Lanka. I can see her. And she had promised to be there, and she is there. Let's. Yeah, it is Neetu ji.
Thank you. So once again, heartiest congratulations, Ms. Rajni Perera ji from Sri Lanka for the honorary Tapas fellowship. Kindly share a few words with us. You're on mute. You need to unmute.
Okay, thank you. Hi everybody.
Hello.
Hi Neetu. It was a great session. Thank you so much. I'm Ranjani from Sri Lanka. Thank you so much, and it's a great honor for me to join this. And I enjoy the session, especially Buket's images. I'm a huge fan of Buket actually, and thanks so much for this honorary fellowship also. Thanks, Vinod Chauhan sir, and all the team. Thank you, Neetu.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. And sorry.
Nice to see you, Ramjani.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks so much. I'm a huge fan of your images, and I really enjoyed the session. Thank you so much. I will thank personally later. I won't take so much time. There's a lot to do, I think. See you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations once again,
Thank
Ranjini
you
ji.
so much. Thank you so much.
So finally, are we coming to vote of thanks?
Yes.
Hanji, I would like to invite Sir Hemant Chauhan ji, our press secretary, for vote of thanks.
On behalf of Tri-City Photo Art Society, we are grateful our two guests enriched us with their experience. Hello. Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. On behalf of Tri-City Photo Art Society, Chandigarh, we are grateful to the two great guests who enriched their experience and artwork to all of us on this evening session and sparing their valuable time for this occasion. Tri-City Photo Art Society again thankful to them and on World Photography Day, once again we congratulations to all photo lovers and photo artists. Thank you very much. Over to Neetu.
So thank you. Thanks very much, Sir Hemant Chauhan ji. And so we'll be ending our session today. We have another session, and congratulations to all for the World Photography Day tomorrow. So kindly join us in the evening tomorrow at 6:30. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone, and happy World Photography Day to all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for this session. Really like it.
So wish everybody a great night. Great event is coming up tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.